Okay, all right. Hi, guys, and welcome to Vanessa's solo travel vlog. So I basically created this vlog to encourage more people to go on holiday by themselves and explore what it's like. So this will be my third time doing a solo travel, and essentially, how would I describe it? I would say it's very therapeutic, helps you to build your confidence, and it's just something that I feel like everybody should do, even if it's just one time. Don't get me wrong, I feel like going on holiday with other people is absolutely lit, it's fantastic, but there's something about going by yourself I feel like is very at peace. It makes you feel at peace and also allows you to connect with yourself as well, because you're just basically going to another country and exploring the country and just doing whatever you want to do. So that's why I created the vlog. Another thing just to mention is also so I went to Spain, which is an amberlist country, and I spent maybe 5 days planning it before I decided I actually wanted to go. I wouldn't advise that. I would advise at least 2 to 3 weeks to plan where you're going to go and what sort of things you want to do. So just treat this video as if it's something I've planned in advance, and all the things that you need essentially to do before you fly out. So okay, so one of the things that I like to look at, I'd say there are 5 top things that I look at when I'm booking a flight. So the first thing is, when booking a holiday, just research the country, research the area, what it's like, is it safe? Any stories you can find out on the internet is going to help you. The second thing I would say is make sure that it is a family hotel if you're really scared, because there's going to be families, there's going to be kids, there's less likely to be any problems, even though it's most likely it won't be a problem, but you just never know. Third thing I would say is to make sure that you're near an area that has good transport links so you can go to different parts of the country. Fourth thing is, it's up to you, but I would definitely say never tell anyone that you're alone. Just make up and say you've got your sister back at the hotel, your man, your girlfriend, whatever. And the last thing is just move confidently when you are in the country. So never stand around and look like you're confused or like have a map in your hand. Always go inside and ask for directions from someone that looks like they're trustworthy and they work around in the area. So those are the 5 things, guys.
So here's a video of me getting a trim before I fly out. So basically, this is me searching for holidays. So let's search for example, Greek islands. Okay, so we're entering the date where we're going to be traveling from, how many nights and how many people. So obviously solo holidays, so it's going to be 1. Look at how flexible you are. Normally I do plus and minus 1 day, just so it gives me more options. Okay, so now we're just looking for a holiday, preferably a family hotel, as I mentioned before, as this has, kids and stuff. It's more, people friendly. I've entered in 4-star. Around £500 if you're looking for a small budget. Obviously you can select however much you want to spend. It's up to you how much money you've got in your bank. Then we're just looking at all the other filters we can include. I'm just going to do a brief one and search. So this one's only given me 3 results and I can't see any family hotels. So I am going to change the filter and see if I can take some things off to see if we can get us some more results. Okay, so we've got more results now. So we're looking for a family hotel. Keep scrolling. Oh, there we go. So a family hotel, 389, and this is in Corfu, Greek island. So obviously we look at the price, look at the day we want to fly out, see if it matches our schedule. Then if we go down, we can see that the inbound is actually quite late, back to London Gatwick. No one really wants to be flying out at that time, so there is an option to select an alternative flight. Sometimes it gives you an alternative flight. In this case it doesn't, so you can try another example and get a cheaper early morning flight. It's completely up to you. Okie doke. Now, so we're going to book this holiday. Just loading slowly. Okay, so one of the first things I like to do is look at the hotel details. Just read about the hotel, whereabouts it is, distances from beaches, whether it includes Wi-Fi. You can't have a holiday without Wi-Fi. What's included, all the amenities and all the bars, areas, and so forth. One of the things I'm trying to look for is a distance from the airport. Normally this is right at the bottom, but I'm using my phone, so I don't think it's going to give us all the information. It's another important thing to know. You don't want to be traveling far from your airport to the hotel. You're tired off the flight, you kind of just want to get straight into the hotel. Another important thing I look at is the reviews. Do people think that the hotel is shit, or do they think it's relatively fantastic? This will tell you whether you want to stay at the hotel or not. Another thing you need to go through is just the options at the bottom, what the room includes, and also if to include a transfer for the shuttle transfer. So this is from your airport to the hotel. Very important. It's cheap, £37. You know, you don't want to be paying for a cab that's going to take ages to get there, and it's going to be more expensive. So once you've done this, essentially what you can do is press continue, and then you can enter in your little details and then book the flight. Okay, once that's done, to book your activities, you need to download the TripAdvisor app. Once you've downloaded this beautiful app, you can now search for your destination. So we're searching for Corfu in Greece. And we're going to look at all the things that you have in here. Now, this is not going to bring up all the activities because obviously I'm doing it on my phone. If you do this on your computer, you'll have way more options. But you can just scroll down and look at the things that you would like to do in this country. Essentially, scroll down, view all the attractions, and it'll give you a list of things that you can actually do whilst you're traveling by yourself in a solo travel. So I'm looking for something a bit exciting to show you guys that you can do in Corfu. It doesn't really look exciting. Museums. What else have we got here? Markets, not really my thing. Let's scroll down a bit. Okay, so we're looking at this port. Looks like a boat travel excursion. Essentially what you want to do is look at their website, look at the call. If they've got a number that you can contact them, you can also email them as well. That's another option. You can see the price there, you can see whereabouts it is, and essentially get in contact with them. They can give you further details on the excursion itself. That's basically what you have to do to book your travel activities. Okie doke. Obviously now we're looking at nightlife. There's a little rock bar that you can go to. It looks pretty dry, but this again is an example of the type of thing you need to be going through within the app to see what fun things you can do in the country. Thank you very much, and thank me later. One of the things I like to do is actually email them just so I can find out about the details. Here you can see that I'm emailing the horse riding people, letting them know what time I arrive, where I'm staying, and then this is them replying to me, letting me know how long the rides are and how much it costs as well. So essentially you can email them. They email back relatively quickly within, the same day. So you just see what you can do with an email. Pretty simple, really. Essentially, you can actually message them on WhatsApp. It may be easier to keep in contact with them whilst you're in the country, just to WhatsApp them, let them know what's going on, what activity you like to do, and how long for. So as I mentioned before, another thing you really want to look at is the transport access that's near to your hotel. Search for local bus stations within the area. This will help you to get around if you want to move more than just the area that you're in. It's good to explore. So obviously you could just search the distance from the local bus stations, if there are any, to your hotel, as this will help you to. Another thing you may wish to look at is the boarding option. For me personally, I like to explore the food in the country, so I just stick to breakfast included. This is short, snappy, quick. You have something to eat in the morning. Essentially lunch and dinner, you can go out and you can buy yourself. This all does depend on your budget. So if you're someone that wants to, hold on money, it's probably best to do everything inclusive just to make sure you don't overspend. But essentially it is up to you. Another thing that's really important is also how lightly or how heavily you want to pack. If it's a solo travel, I would advise to pack as lightly as possible and make sure you check the bagging allowance when you are going to fly out. Just go on the website, check, what the maximum baggage amount is, and also just to double check what the size of the bag is. You don't want to go over it, otherwise you would be spending extra money to hold luggage. Again, when you get to I've done this before, when you get to the actual airport, it is more money, not that much, but you just want to plan in advance, make sure you have everything you have on the right side. I would also advise you to get travel insurance. It's not that much money. It can protect you against lots of things. It's going to help reimburse you for, any medical problems that may occur, any emergencies. Look in Google, see what it covers, and just save yourself the hassle. So I've just found you an example of what it should look like when you look at the distance from the hotel. 15 kilometers, not too bad. So that's fantastic. Good one to select. Another thing you can look at, which is quite cool, is when to go on the holiday. You want to look at when it's the hottest. Obviously, June, July, August, perfect time. It tells you when the weather's going to be at the hottest and when you can get your tan on. Really check into this. Make sure you pack any medicines that you may need to help you along the way. And also think about buying a first aid kit, as this may help you and protect you on the holiday. The things I like to pack is things like paracetamol, allergy tablets, plasters, sun cream, anything that, if an accident was to happen, you have protected yourself as well. Also, don't forget to pack your insect repellent. Again, these are a lot of the things that you can buy when you are in the country. Just remember to write a list and check it off.
Okay, cool. So onto the serious stuff. So one of the first things you have to actually book when going to an amber or green listed country is a PCR test, and this basically shows that you don't have COVID and that you're fit to fly. I'm going to show you the website that I use. So the one that I'm going to use now is Express Test. So I'm just going to book that. The pricing for it is actually £59. So I've just booked my PCR test, on my way to Heathrow now to get tested, and I'll show you guys what it's like. So just literally got to Heathrow now. I'm going to departure 2 at Terminal 2 Heathrow. So just about to get my test done at Heathrow Terminal 2. I'm a little nervous, but at the same time I'm excited. So I think I'm going to try and film that if they let me. So now all that's done, I'm basically going to make a call to one of the clinics in Spain so that I can book a PCR test for my returning. Just like so I know ahead of time to get that for the return. So it's a return PCR that needs to be booked. So yeah. Also, another thing to mention is my negative COVID test came through yesterday at 8 o'clock. Literally just arrived at Gatwick. So literally just arrived at the airport. Just getting some breakfast. So yeah, my flight's in like 2 hours, so just waiting, trying to pass time. So this is basically the breakfast for today. One thing I can never understand here are people that get to their flight late and then they have to run. Like, that could never be me. Basically just arrived in Lanzarote in Spain. I'm just about to get my shuttle transfer and go to my hotel. Luckily this one is like 15 minutes away, so it's not a trek. So I'm looking for my bay, which is 21. Bay number 21, something. This is so cute. It's got like a cute little lounge area. Go to the bathroom here. It's nice. This is absolutely adorable. So it's day 1 in Spain. And I don't know what to do today. I'm feeling to do something just really cool and chill because the flight's just got me tired and everything. So I'm going to visit a beach and then I'm going to get some nice food to eat. I'm not a big fan of Spanish food, I've said. So I'm now off to the beach. Like a strip along here. And then I'm going to walk all the way down to the beach and sunbathe. Gotta get my tan on. So this is basically the second beach that I've gone to. The first one was called Playa Chica, which was slightly smaller, and this one, well, you can't see, I can't flip it around, but this is Playa Grande. So I'm out, just found a cute little restaurant near my hotel. Just ordering some food, got some juicy prawns, I love my prawns, and then some chicken and chips and vegetables. So. Okay, so day 1 is basically almost over. So I went to 2 beaches and Went to a restaurant. I'm going to eat out again now for dinner, just to wrap up the day. Tomorrow is going to be so much more exciting. Got so much more to do. So for starter, I am having, I don't know if you can see it, but I'm having garlic prawns again, because obviously I love prawns. Really, really nice. I'm already irritated by the service. It's not even busy, and I've been waiting for an hour for my food. So it's day 2 in Lanzarote. I literally just woke up. I'm tired as hell. For some reason when I'm on holiday I never sleep. Like I never sleep until like 6 a.m. Which is really weird. But yeah, I'm off to get breakfast, and then I'm gonna have someone take my PCR test, which is gonna get me back to London, and then I have a camel riding excursion. Okay, so cool. I'm ready now. I'm off to get breakfast. I kind of have low expectations for it because Spanish, I've said this before, Spanish food is, I find it to be hit and miss. But yeah, I feel like I have more energy today as well. Yesterday was just like straight plain. So I decided to change it because I didn't really like the top. But yeah, so I'm off for breakfast, gonna get my test, and then we're gonna go camel riding. So yeah. Right, okay, so the lighting ain't fantastic, but this is the breakfast. So I basically got toast, sausages, scrambled egg, boiled egg, tomato, and some beans. I don't really feel like you can go wrong with this. Decent, but I had to season it in order for it to taste like something which is mad bland. The sausage here, I don't even know what that is. I don't even know if it's sausage. I don't even know if it's beef, pork, sheep, lamb. I definitely will be back tomorrow to eat because I don't want to starve, but I will not be rushing down the stairs to eat this breakfast. Probably just have toast and beans, which is very peak, but you know, it's expected. Spanish breakfast. When you get up, you have to put your mask on. But yeah, I decided to get something a bit sweet just so that I can wash out the dirty breakfast out my mouth. But yeah, I've got some cakes, some fruit, and I'm just going to leave the apple juice there. So I'm now in the shop. I'm looking for some water. Hopefully that tastes decent. Oh, I'm dead. Probably snacks as well, so I can store in the fridge for night time. Hi, okay. A bit of confusion. Apparently I have to go to the clinic for them to do my PCR test, which is not what I was told, but you know what? I need to get it done, it's so important. But yeah, I'm just waiting for the taxi now. And then, yeah. Okay, so I just finished taking my PCR test for Gatwick to fly back. And that hurt so much. Like, he put it up literally 5 centimeters at my both nostrils, and it hurt. I'm not gonna lie. Okay, so great to be back in the islands. You know, obviously it's perfect to reflect and come to these beaches and see beautiful views. So we don't have this in the UK. Just got home from the clinic. Just about to have a quick shower, then I'm going to get ready for the camel excursion. And I've just confirmed as well with the horse riding people that I'm going to be doing that tomorrow. So I'm just on my way to the first excursion for today, which is the camel riding. So I'm literally just going to meet the woman outside the hotel. My outfit's really cute. So, yeah.
Remember, with excursions, you can also organise a pickup and a drop-off at your hotel. So you can also ask for this as well if you're comfortable.
So this is what I'm about to do. I'm absolutely terrified, but we move.
Now, this camel riding was extremely fun. It started off really exciting. Towards the end, it actually did get a bit scary because I did struggle to hold on, but other than that, it was brilliant.
So basically, this excursion included walking around, seeing the beautiful volcanoes and scenery, and also wine tasting, which I'm going to go and show you later on. For safety reasons, we weren't allowed to get out of the car to view the volcanoes, but this is a glimpse of what it looked like. So beautiful. Look at the colours. I really enjoyed this excursion. So next I will show you wine tasting. I'm normally so big on souvenirs. Normally I get like a key ring or something small, but I decided to get a bottle of wine. Take that to the UK, cheap bit of wine. But yeah, the views here are stunning, as you can see. So I'm currently at a wine tasting place. So here, the wine that I'm actually drinking is called Amalia Bodegas Rubicon Lanzarote, and it's very, very nice. Okay. Cheers, guys. I've been to a few restaurants. I went to this one when I first came, but I'm back because the food is so good. I don't know what I'm gonna get though. I'm getting a chicken or something. So much choice. Right, so it's 8 o'clock. And I'm out, so I'm just gonna get a scooter, just ride back to the beach, see if I can get some souvenirs. Right, okay, so now we are off to the zoo, sort of like safari, where we're gonna see different animals. Just to point out as well, this excursion was not planned. It's something that I found at the hotel, which is really cool. So I'm on my way to Rancho, Texas. I'm so excited. It's gonna be so fun. I don't know what this guy's doing. Okay, so we've just entered the zoo. My eyelash looks fucked. But yeah, we're just gonna look around to see. So we're heading back out into the wild. What a beauty! Like that, what's that called? Crocodile hunter guy that did the thing that died. Steve Irwin? I don't know. But I want. Now I'm assuming that we have the chance to touch the dolphin, so we're just queuing up. So I'm just about to do the... As you can see, this very mean lady didn't let me record, so I will have to show you a picture on another slide. Literally just walking around. I can see that there is... Ooh, just looking around. What? Look how cool this is. Waiting for the seal. The queue is mad long. I don't know if you can see it down there. I've literally just seen a few of the animals start to get a slush to cool down. Right, so literally just sitting down now at the water park, just about to eat something before the horse riding, and I want a slush as well. Oh. Right, so I'm going to call it a day. Literally got my food just at the gift shop now. About to buy my picture of my seal and dolphin. I'm going to head home to my hotel. Okay, so I'm literally done at the zoo. So I've seen enough animals, got my food, which I'm going to take home. So now I'm just getting from the gift shop my picture of my seal. And, well, not my seal, picture of a seal and dolphin. I'm going to head home, rest a bit, and then go. Right, so I've got my photos here, got my food. Now I'm just looking for a taxi to take me back to the hotel. But yeah, today the weather's beautiful. I think it's the nicest day. Hi. This one. Just having the best time on holiday. I feel like, I don't know what it is, it's so weird, but the more I go on holiday, the younger I feel, and the more I feel like I'm not wasting my time or like wasting my life. It's so weird. I just feel like I'm enjoying. Okay, so today is the last day of excursion, so I'm just gonna get money out for the horse riding. Yeah, I'm really excited about this one. It's my favorite one to do. So we're on our way to go get a day. It's a beautiful day. Another thing to mention is I also arranged a pick up and drop off for the horse riding. It was only €10, so they picked me up from the hotel and dropped me back after the horse riding, which is very useful as well.
The guy basically told me to change my outfit because the shorts wasn't a good idea, so I put on my tracksuit bottoms and another top, so hopefully this should be okay.
We're just doing some horse riding. Look at the view. Absolutely stunning. Right, so it's the last evening for today. I really enjoyed today. It was probably the best day, but we're going to finish it off with a nice meal. I'm going to find somewhere different to... Right, so I found a restaurant, last restaurant of today. Probably going to get something different. But yeah, this one. Hola. Hola. A bit of an update on the restaurant. So I went there and they served me chicken, but the chicken was so hard, I don't think it's even been cooked freshly. So I basically said, wrap it up. I'll just take the drinks and go. I'm just thinking, like, if you can't get chicken right. Finally decided to get some Chinese, found a cute little Chinese restaurant instead.
Today is a very sad day. We say goodbye to Spain. It's been lovely. But no, honestly, the 3 days I've been here have been absolutely fantastic. I feel like I've really maximised the days. It almost feels like I've been here like 5 or 6 days, but last day, just about to go and get some breakfast because it's a bit, not a long flight, but it's 4 hours and I don't want to be starving, so I suppose I'll have to eat something, even if the breakfast is short. Today, boy, but the breakfast is much better, much better. So I'm like, why can we keep the same energy when it was the first day? So it's the last day of breakfast, and for some reason they decided to spice it up. This is much better than the first and second last day, second day. Yeah, it's much better. My bacon is nice and crispy, just how I like it.
Really should have played some slow music here, so it's me leaving the hotel, going to Gatwick. But I want to say thank you so much for watching, and any questions, please let me know.